Happy Homebrew Wednesday. So, wow, been a cool day. Just got back from checking out my son's schedule for 8th grade. And, you know, when I was his age, we didn't have classes of fabrication, engineering, and model simulation. I mean, they've got a freaking 3D printer in the classroom. So he's in that, and he's going to be in the yearbook, on the yearbook staff. Really excited for him, man. It was a good visit, you know, and you can tell he's walking around. He's like the big man on campus. This is his last year of middle school. Very exciting for him. Anyway, today's beer brought to you by Great Lakes, and this is one I got yesterday called Nosferatu. You guys remember the albino bucktooth vampire from back in the day? So what this is it's an imperial red ale. So it's super malty with a lot of bitterness too. It's only 8%, but you know, everything I have from Great Lakes I like. I mean, I don't think their Oktoberfest is as great as everybody makes it out to be. I mean, it's pretty good, but it's not like as good as, say, this year's Sierra Nevada. But Great Lakes is a pretty good one. I know, I think Mr. Feck is a good fan of Great Lakes. Yeah. Anyway, cheers. So, I did some clips that I'm going to try to put together. I think I did them on my iPhone, which I normally do on my iPad, so we'll see how well this works. But put a little bit of brew day footage. I brewed a brown ale this week. Talked a little bit about the Oktoberfest that I have. It's got another about three and a half weeks to go for lagering. Took a couple video clips of me doing the food. I got to do food saver, and I'm storing the hops, the Centennial hops. I think I got a little over an ounce. Okay, here we go. Hopefully this is an ounce of Centennial from the backyard with the new food saver. So let's see how this goes. Back seal. Alright, guess that's it. There we go. It's probably about an ounce. Alright. Cheers. I mean, it's better than last year. Last year I didn't get hardly anything. This year I got some pretty good cones, so it's coming along. I don't know what happen't to the Willamette plant. You know, it didn't start growing until a couple weeks ago. Now it's almost too late, but anyway, so there's that. And what else? I think that is it. Oh, I bottled my SJPorr challenge entry. I'm not very happy with it. You know, you guys saw me rant a while back. I guess I'm just not good at doing session beers. And I don't know, I guess it's not something I've done a lot of practice at. So what this challenge has done for me this year is kind of point out a weakness I have, or something that I could focus more on doing sessionable beers, because I can't always be drinking 8% malt bombs, you know. Of interest, I went to a Nats game, and maybe I'll throw a picture up if I have one. Went to a Nats game last Saturday, and before the game we went to this place called Blue Jacket, which is a brew pub here in downtown DC, right by the Naval Yards, right by the Nationals Park. Really cool brew pub. They have amazing assortment of beers. I had my favorite was this called Brett Dixon lager with Brettanomyces in it, and it was, I mean, just kind of cloudy. I mean, really good. So it's kind of got me kind of on the kick. I know I didn't get to do the Brett experiment this year, but I think I'm gonna bite the bullet and try to make some kind of, whether it's an ale or a lager, I'll try to do something with some Brett in it, because, you know, based on what I got out of that lager, I really like Brett. So anyway, Not too long one today. I got a bunch of clips to throw together. Just wanted to throw up a video real quick. I'm steadily chugging along, trying to catch up with everybody's videos. I just don't have a lot of time these days. I did get my living room back in shape, so that's good for those of you that were tracking that. But anyway, hey guys, have yourself a happy homebrew and have a very happy Homebrew Wednesday, and look forward to chatting to you guys. Take care. Hey, happy Homebrew Wednesday. Wow, so it's been a while since I've done some brewing at the Dean's List, so I'm a little rusty at this, so we'll see. Right now, I've just mashed in. I'm doing a brown, I guess a nut brown, a brown ale. It's for this this block party I'm doing. I've already got a Oktoberfest, which is lagering right now. It says the original gravity there was 1062. I actually checked it yesterday, and it was down to 1023, I think. So that's about 5.1%. And I tasted it, and it tastes pretty good. Take a peek in here. This temperature controller, I don't know if you can see it there, has worked really well, because now I can actually control fermentation. So hopefully you can see that. I've got this camera on self-view, so it's kind of hard to film. But anyway, the Krausen's pretty much dropped for the most part. It's getting a bubble every 10 seconds or so. So I did a gravity check and a quick taste yesterday, day 16. I think I'm gonna wait until day 20. So is that Friday? Like Friday, and then I'm gonna crank up the temperature to 65, 66, just to do the diacetyl rest, and then crash it down gradually to probably about 36. For about 36 degrees, and let it go for about 3 weeks. So I should have it about ready for the block party on the 2nd of October. Should have enough time to get it kegged and carved. So what I'm doing today is the second beer. I'm gonna have. Last year I had one keg and it went in like 30 minutes, 35 minutes or so. So this time I'm gonna have 2 kegs. So what I have done, I've just mashed in for a nut brown recipe. I've done quite a bit. I changed it just a little bit just to make it a little lighter, because it's usually, you know, pretty dark brown and pretty hefty on the ABV. So I've toned it down just a bit, and maybe that'll make it more drinkable. So here I am, just hanging out, doing my mash. Started to mash about, I guess about 10 minutes ago. So got about another 50 minutes. So great way to spend the day. Cheers. All right, here we go. Time for the sparge. Trying to get the water level right here, and got a nice color for that brown ale. My runoff gravity was 1093, so hopefully this is as drinkable as I want it to be. All right, I kind of skipped a few steps, but just hit the hot break. So I'm gonna drop in ounce of Warrior, either soft edition. It doesn't go too crazy. Should be good. All right, we'll come back later. Okay, so I'm between my first and second hop editions right now, so I just want to take a few minutes and talk a little bit about my brew setup here. So many of you guys have seen it in different pictures, so I got my electrical brew setup here with a little restaurant shelves. Got this nice little mat, which I certainly recommend if you guys don't have one of these. These little plastic holes stops that you spill something, it kind of keeps it in place. My 2 chugger pumps fit right there in these little restaurant shelves pretty well. And I keep a bunch of other cleaning crap and stuff down there. My wife's idea was this nice little backsplash here behind the hood. The only problem with the hood is it wasn't quite powerful enough, and as you can see, I had some issues with condensation and moisture on the sheetrock. It's not too bad right now, but what I've done to alleviate that is I've come over here and put a little fan here on the window that points outside. So since I've done that, I haven't had too bad of a problem with the condensation. I'm boiling the hell out of an IPA, and I have to be careful, but other than that, it's not too bad. So I keep all my all my chemical stuff. I say chemicals, all my gypsum, calcium, yeast nutrients, Morphlock, all that kind of stuff right here. Makes it kind of convenient. Had to add this AC outlet here, which is basically the same one that goes behind a washer and dryer, so that I could plug in the box there. And with all this nice counter space, so I've got got a shelf here for all my grain, keep all, towels in here, so in case I need to clean something up. Just got miscellaneous crap in here that I use while I'm brewing. This is where I keep my grain mill when I'm not using it, tucked back there, and a whole bunch of other crap. OxyClean, gotta have some of that. Of course, you guys have all seen the chalkboard. I use this while I'm brewing, like I'm using it today. My first running was 1093. My target pre-boil was 1064. I did 1061, but I don't think I'll have a problem hitting my target OG at 1074. We'll see how it goes. So I got my sink right here, so it's really convenient. It's right close by, and I just fill. I plug in, one of these water hoses. Take this faucet off and just fill it straight up into the hot liquor tank, and then the boil kettle when I'm getting started, and it works pretty well. But because of the chugger pumps, 2 chugger pumps down here, I don't really have to do any heavy lifting or anything, which is nice. And then there's my one little kind of somewhat view of outside. And I keep this refrigerator here. It's kind of a pain in the ass getting around through here when we're bringing stuff in, but it makes for a nice fermentation chamber right here. The only thing I haven't been able to figure out is what to do with my spent grains. So I was letting the birds eat them, but then the dogs got sick because they ate it too, so I can't do that anymore. So anyway, just a little break. Figure I'd walk around the Dean Brewery and kind of show you my setup. A little messy in here right now, but it's a nice little area. Cheers.